Hello everybody, thanks for having me today. My name is Timel Kocsis, if someone doesn't know that, and today I would like to talk about Palo Alto Medical Foundation as a part of the Sutter Health Network and the smart glass technology. It's not a new phenomenon that hospitals, health organizations are struggling all over the world with the burden of growing population, the increasing aging population, the growing chronic diseases, the changing customer expectations, and it's time to change their strategy if they want to meet the needs of the patients and customers. Emerging technology in healthcare still causes some fear, but it has high-level advantages with the potential to improve working conditions, the productivity of the organization, and patients' care. Digital health is already growing, and with no doubt the market for smart glasses in healthcare will grow accordingly in the very near future. Sutter Health pioneers adopt new technologies and embrace creative thinking to help patients and communities achieve their best health. With their technology strategies, they go beyond the traditional models to make care more convenient. Augmented reality glasses through smart glasses that overlay digital information on the real-world environment is a potential option for improved efficiency in healthcare. I chose this organization because they apply this augmented reality device, which is pretty interesting, isn't it? So, there are some points I would like to talk about. And at first, I would like to give you an overview of the organization and the scope of its healthcare activities to get a clear picture from it. The Palo Alto Medical Foundation for Healthcare Research and Education is a not-for-profit healthcare organization that is a pioneer in the multi-specialty group practice of medicine. They exist solely to enhance the health of people in the communities. They provide top-quality medical care and engages in a wide range of partnerships and activities to keep people healthy. They strive to be patient-centered by respecting and meeting the needs of their culturally diverse patient population. At this organization, 1,500 physicians and nearly 5,000 employees working there, and they serve nearly 1 million patients and community members in California. This organization was founded in 1930, and in 1993, Palo Alto Medical Foundation became a partner of the Sutter Health, which is a leading network of not-for-profit hospitals and physician organizations that share resources and expertise to advance healthcare quality in California. As a not-for-profit organization, they invest all their earnings back into the community they serve. At Palo Alto Medical Foundation, doctors use these Google Glass with Augmedix software to reduce time spent by its doctors on administrative tasks, which actually improve workflows. Like, it leads less stress and burnout. Thanks, David, for your question. Yeah, right. So, what's smart glass? It's a wearable computing device where a standard glass is. It's a very good new possibilities. With smart glass technology, they improve care, doctor and patient satisfaction. Application of this new technology can cut back on time spent record keeping and focus more on patients. Google Glass is a multifunctional and augmented reality headset. It's voice-controlled and hands-free computing system. But let me show you a quick video of what I'm talking about.
The most rewarding part of being a primary care physician is the relationship that we have with our patients.
It was love at first sight, I'll tell you.
It's great to see.
First we hug. Very unprofessional, but I love it.
There was a time when I was not doing so well, and she called me home to check up on me. You'll get through this, and it really touched me.
Glass, can you pull up the healthcare maintenance for Micah? I see that you're overdue for a couple blood tests, nothing that's critical. Class allows us to stay in the moment.
I do tend to feel a little nauseous. It clicked with me when she wasn't sitting at the computer all the time.
No sinus symptoms.
She was really able to look me in the eye, and that made it a lot easier for us to interact.
Couple more deep breaths for me. It's a service called Augmetics. If we need information, it's brought to us. We don't need to go to the computer to get it. Class, could you pull up what I said about her thyroid nodule from last year? Yeah, so it's completely unchanged from last year. It's hard for patients to remember everything that we told them to do. As things are being said, notes are being created live in real time. Here's your after-visit summary. Here were your vitals from today. In the past, almost a third of my day was spent with my computer. Now I spend maybe 1 to 2 minutes per patient.
Since she has the Google Glass, she is not as rushed, honestly not as rushed. My middle son is going to be Santa again.
Glass gives us a little bit more time to interact and get to know our patients.
Okay, let me take a look.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. Hi.
That's what makes the job really fun.
In the next point, I would like to mention 3 different stakeholder groups and their perspectives on the smart glass and show how useful this technology for the organization. So, right, the first stakeholder group I've chosen is Augmetics because their technology has spread the use of smart glass in healthcare. What is Augmetics? It's a healthcare technology company which is designing software for smart glasses. Sutter has launched a pilot program with Augmetics in 2014 and the service demonstrated value to Sutter Health physicians and patients. For Sutter Health, it's really important. They want to improve the patient's experience in every way they can, and Augmetics helped expand their care in more seamless way by saving time and allowing for more meaningful face-to-face time and conversation with their patients during the visits. The cooperation is so successful that Augmetics and Sutter has announced a collaboration in this year with Google to add artificial intelligence tools by connecting smart glass to Google Cloud platform. Wow! So the second stakeholder group I choose is the patients because they are the group on which this smart glass has effects. It helps. This smart glass helps to restore the patients and doctor relationships, since doctors usually rely on computers to document every information during patients' visit. As it could be seen in the video, patients were grateful. Based on a 18 months pilot projects, results patients preferred the technology over a scriber in the room in Palo Alto Medical Foundation. However, typically the same scribe were matched with the same doctor. Moreover, as a result of the success of this pilot program at Palo Alto Medical Foundation, this technology is used now in more locations within Sutter Health network. So, the third group is doctors because they work with this device and actually they have the huge effect on patients with this device, right? They are often busy with their hands and spend a lot of time at computer with administrative tasks, turning away from patients to type and update records into electronic health records. Smart glass actually helps reduce head movements from looking at different screens. Doctors can avoid stepping away from patients to retrieve data. Smart glass can provide an immediate access to every information they need, medical records, patients' data. So actually it saves a lot of time to them, and the main point is that they can use smart glass simultaneously while performing other tasks. It helps to focus on their patients by reducing distraction caused by retrieving test results and related information. And from their perspective, it was to mention that it reduces burnout and savings a lot of time to them. One of the physicians from Foundation mentioned that it's very good to have all this discussion documented by smart glass, especially with complicated patients. And oh, in this case, it could be really useful. And the other person I would like to mention is Teresa Nomberg, who could be seen in the video, said that she can look her patients in the eye again. That's great, and it's very important. In the second point, the challenges and opportunities will be presented by using this medical technology. There are many impacts of the smart glass on the organization efficiency and effectiveness. For example, as I mentioned earlier, this smart glass is hands-free. That means it's cleaner and safer to use in the organization since doctors are not touching multiple surfaces like phones, computers, paper. So I would say that it can reduce the possibility of any infection that can have impact on patients or co-workers in the organization. This technology allows doctors to view the patient's entire medical record. Doctors only have to ask questions and the scribe can answer with the appropriate information that appears in the text bubble display in the corner of the doctor's field of vision, as we could see in the video, right? By using this glass, it can reduce the stress placed on the doctors due to the administrative works, and thus it reduces burnout. A less stressed doctor becomes a happier doctor that in turn enhances the productivity. Yahoo! Furthermore, smart glass allows more accuracy. I mean, since the notes are taken in real time, doctors don't have to try to remember the visit later. Dr. Albert Shane, the chief of the digital patient experience at Sutter Health, said, "It saves up to 2 hours a day per doctor and it develops the productivity. It allows doctors to pay more attention to patients during their visit." That's good, right? Actually, smart glass rehumanize patient-doctor interaction. Smart glasses have a potential to reshape healthcare. However, several adjustments are needed, such as increased battery life, improved voice recognition, and the security measures for patient protection of sensitive information. In the third point, I would like to talk about ethical responsibilities in relation to the application of smart glass. It's unbelievable how technology can change the way physicians practice medicine, and since Google Glass is used for data display, recording and transmitting or data storage, it raises a few ethical concerns like privacy and data protection. Healthcare is vulnerable because the technology was never designed with security in mind. Cyber attacks in healthcare have increased over the past several years, and it's bad news for healthcare organizations since they keep patients' information in digital that, okay, it's beneficial for doctors, patients, and hospitals, but it wasn't created with security as a top priority. The Chief Privacy and Information Security Officer at Sutter Health, Jackie Monson, she worked out a proactive approach to meet business needs while ensuring all information and privacy security requirements. She calls it privacy and security by design that can be applied to facilities like Palo Alto Medical Foundation, where doctors are using this smart glass technology to help chart information in patients' medical records. In the last point, I would like to present possibilities that maybe it could be adopted by the organization now or in the near future. There is a lot of untapped potential about smart glass. Since Palo Alto Medical Foundation started using this smart glass for patients' visit, maybe they should considering to improve this device for using in more areas. I mean, for example, maybe in the near future they can use it for surgeries. There is a study about surgeons who use smart glass with a surgical safety checklist during the operation. The results say that surgeons were 74% less likely to skip life-saving steps using this checklist. The operations can be safer and more effective for patients by preventing serious complications. Using near-infrared light and cameras, veins can be visualized and displayed into doctor's smart glass. These same glasses will soon be able to communicate ultrasound or other imaging data to facilitate trauma exams and invasive procedures such as central lines. Sounds right, good. Another option that could be adopted is educational application of smart glasses, or telemedicine could be provided by smart glass. It would be useful for trauma and in emergency situation experienced by first responders when every second matters. By substituting handheld devices such as iPods used in telemedicine with smart glasses, physicians will be able to interact hands-free with the device and perform certain features of the clinical examination. All in all, this device still has many options and it only takes time. The medical industry has constantly been shaped by developments in technology, from smartphones and iPads or tablets to electronic health records and now smart glasses. These hands-free and web-connected devices have evident utility to healthcare professionals by providing direct access to patients' records for viewing or input.